Yay!
Hey! All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Aunt Pruitt here. Hope you're doing well. I'm unbelievable as always. It's another Thursday here, October the 30th. It's not quite Halloween, but it's close for those that care. But this is our weekly hangout on air with the smartphone photographers community. We like to call it point and shoot. Why? Because we believe the smartphones that you guys carry around every single day has some amazing cameras on them and can do some really neat photography if you just put a little effort into it. Every week we get together and share little tips and tricks on how to make you a better smartphone photographer. And we also have a weekly photography challenge, and it has some type of theme, if you will. Like this week it's called Out of Place. And we have to go out and about and try to take some shots that fits the theme. We critique each other, tell what we like, what we didn't like, how we shot said shot, and so forth. And we have a lot of fun doing it. We have some moderators in here with us tonight. Sorry for starting late, but I wanted to work out before I did this. And I hope Mr. King is all right.
He's dying like normal.
No,
Are you okay?
Mr. King, you all right?
no,
I'm going to mute him for a second.
Oh my. All right.
All right. I hope you're all right, big dog. Let me start out with an introduction from my man, Mr. Black on the Mac, Michael Portis. How you doing, brother?
I'm okay. I'm more concerned with Michael. He gave us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you're okay. That's what we need. Football season, so thumbs up is what we need.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
This is
Good. Halloween's tomorrow, so funness to be had. And other than that, nothing.
big plans for Halloween. Going to Batman or anything like that?
My son got in trouble at school today, so Halloween is canceled in the Portis house.
Well, I think it's going to be the same way here in Chateau Ghetto, so don't feel bad.
Halloween is official. Well, not for my daughters, but as far as I'm concerned, for me, he has effectively ruined the fact that I bought a Halloween costume this year. So I'm happy, but okay.
Dadgummit, son of a Black on a Mac.
Yes,
Well, it's good to see you here this evening. Next up, we'll go back to my man, Michael King. How you doing, brother? Straight?
Yeah, I'm still having heart problems, and the medicine hasn't. I've changed it, and the heartbeat kind of gets off a little bit, and that's what happened.
A little arrhythmia, is that what they call it?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Here we put our name in on to the office for people that the kids in this apartment complex can come trick-or-treating at, so I've got all the stuff ready for them. I kind of decorated outside. I put some jack-o'-lanterns out, these electric ones, and that kind of stuff, so we're all ready.
If I could be considered Scrooge on Halloween, that's probably me. I don't even turn my light on. I don't want nobody knocking on my door any other day, let alone Halloween, a bunch of kids that's asking me to feed them something. So, no, I'm a Grinch, if you will.
There's only going to be just a handful. They already told us how many they're going to have, what time you're going to be available. I said from 7 to 8, and then that's it. Well, from 6 to 8. Anything later than that, we're going to be elsewhere.
Well, it's cool that they help get squared away like that.
For us, we have a school bus, and we're in California. We're in an area of California where it's not so restricted that they don't allow the kids to dress up slightly for school. The school district that we actually live in, the bus stop is literally at the end of our court, and they dump like 5 busloads of kids off. So. This is our first year in the neighborhood, so we have to, have good candy and all that other stuff, so we don't, get messed with.
Yeah, you'll be egged next time, if not.
So we are in full-blown Halloween politics mode in the process.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Well, I want to go ahead and get started here. And again, I apologize for being late. And will try not to keep you all too long.
Not bad. You did pretty good.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the challenge for this week. It was proposed as out of place. Was it Tim McCusker that won last time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he proposed an out of place challenge. And basically, take that and interpret it as you will. And as usual, give us your 3 maximum shots. And everybody will vote on them using the +1 system here in Google+. So I'm going to try to share my screen, and we're going to take a look at a few of the highlights here and discuss them. So let me move this screen over here, set it up for screen share. Because
there's one shot that you can probably guess I really liked.
Can I say something real quick about, is this a Google thing or smartphone community? The ones of you who have switched your icon to the Halloween thing, well played. Well played.
Yeah, that's Google.
Yes,
Is that a
Google.
Google thing? I'm liking that. That's very, very neat.
That's a Google thing. I've been quite impressed with how some of these things came out, and the tech behind that. It does facial recognition. Basically, if you look at it closer, you notice it only highlights their face. You know, it doesn't really highlight everything else. So it's pretty nice tech behind that too. You guys see my screen, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's scroll through here and take a look at some of the highlights of the out of place challenge.
Yeah, there's that one that got 5 votes. It's right at the bottom. That.
Yeah, this one here is probably Mr. King's favorite for obvious reasons.
And I can tell you which one's out of place.
Oh, it's pretty obvious. It's this one here.
Yeah, the jacketed hollow point.
Yeah. But
and that's a 9mm H&K.
Oh my gosh! Did he tell you that, or did you just freaking read his mind?
He told me that, but I recognized I have a H&K 9mm, and I recognize the magazine.
So
is that the magazine that it's laying? Since this is the photo we're clearly talking about, is that the magazine that it's laying on the side?
Yeah. Okay. 18 rounds. 17 round.
17 rounds. Boy, you got it bad, King. I swear you got it bad.
Now, is it just my screen, or I noticed in the highlight that there are some words written on it. Is it my screen that makes it so I can't completely see it?
Yeah, you'll just see it will just have it's made in Germany.
Oh, right. Is that what this is? Okay.
Yeah, it's the serial number for the magazine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of blurred out, but it's okay.
But what? Okay, so my.
See,
go ahead.
See, just like any magazine, you see.
Oh, okay.
Numbers and everything.
Number. Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, so what I liked about this, real quick,
yep.
I really like the. It looks like when you go to Target and you buy the Target bag for $99.
Yes. Of course.
When I have like 50,000 of them because I never remember them.
It
looks like you laid it on top of one of the Target bags, and I really, really like the texture of the bag.
Yeah.
Pet peeves: clean the bullets. The bullets look dirty, and I know it's bullets, but clean the bullets. I don't know.
Give it a little gloss, huh? Give it a little gloss.
Clean them up a little bit, but
that's about. Especially if they're his defensive rounds, they're going to just, even in the box, they're going to fade a little bit, and there's no way of really cleaning that, because that's just a real light copper jacket over the lead core.
Well, here's why I say that. It's because in my line of work, we constantly are cleaning jewelry.
Yeah.
We make it. We do all the hand carving and the setting and everything like that. After we design, we wax them, but we are constantly polishing rings. It feels like we polish rings every single day, and not to see a metal surface not shiny is like polish it. But it's an absolutely it's really, really interesting photo for me. I had to look at it a couple times because I don't look at bullets that way. I just fire them. I never really examine them.
Yeah,
put them in a gun and shoot.
But you can see how
I don't really.
It's about as clean as going to get one.
The way you could tell he took some time to kind of arrange them. They're not just but this is a really, really good shot.
My only beef, and I guess it probably wouldn't have worked if he had done it my way, is instead of using the red, I would have gone with something black to sort of bring out the brass, or copper. Sorry, to bring out that copper. But
Well, the bullet probably is silver.
But if it was black, we probably wouldn't be able to see the magazine as well unless he adjusted the contrast, So,
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I like it's what I like about it. Also, he cropped it.
Yep.
And he kept enough in there, and I just like the way it looks. And even though I couldn't tell you what make those are. But I think that one looks like a Federal, the hollow point. So if it looks like a Federal or a gold dot, take it back, a gold dot.
Now, we didn't mention his name. Sorry, I didn't mention his name.
He's brand new.
I guess this is Josiah Beers.
Josiah, yeah, he's one of our new ones.
Welcome to the community, bro. Appreciate you coming in.
Well done. Anytime you put something with bullets on it, I'm gonna like it.
Of course, that's right.
I actually know where Bridgeport, Washington is, so good on you, buddy. Go Hawks. I know where that is.
All right. So I want to give a shout out to. This wasn't one of the top vote getters, but I want to give a shout out to one of our moderators that's been so tied up in this wonderful world of information technology.
I like this one.
This is from Miss Deborah Walmer-Basembe. And I'm not the biggest Doctor Who fan and all of that, so it
thank you, because I had no clue who those were.
Really didn't make a difference. It didn't make a difference to me, but it's just the composition,
Only thing she's missing are the Daleks.
The what?
The Dalvik things, the blue.
Daleks. The robot type thing. The mean R2D2 looking ones.
I was thinking TARDIS. Sorry.
The TARDIS is the.
I know what a TARDIS is. I know what that is. Yeah. But I have no. I look at these and go, well, they're not Lego figures. They're like the other one that connects or something like that. But
yeah. But she used her S5, which we know has a pretty sharp camera on it. The thing that got me is she really didn't do any edits on it, and it just worked. She didn't really have to. The lighting is very, very nice. It's not any blowouts on it or anything like that, and I think the focal points are just right. These guys are sort of faded out in the back a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, these are your people that are quote unquote out of place, right?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that she kind of has a depth of field. First of all, the crop, though.
There it is. There it is.
It's upper echelon. It makes an automatic great photo. But with the crop, she set it up. You can tell. I like it's like a granulated focus effect as you go back.
Right.
They get more and more out of focus, and this is a good job. Good job.
Big shout outs to Miss Deborah. Anything you'd like to add, Mr. King?
I think it was great. And my partner got his Note 4 in, and I always thought the iPhone 6 Plus had a good camera.
Nope.
That Note 4 is gorgeous. It takes some excellent pictures.
It is a horrible thing. It's a travesty of size, but that camera though.
Hey, I tell you this much. I'm still in that period with my Moto X that I can exchange it. I've exchanged it for the Note 4.
Go ahead.
No, I've already got it.
At the other Doctor Who photo from her.
Sure. Let's see. It was that one.
Yes.
What I really like about this one, you see that some people would be distracted by it, but I really like it. The string, the top one, I love how in focus that string is. Out of everything in the photo, the texture, and that is just absolutely amazing. It's where I know it's not the focal point of the photo, which is kind of not what we want, but it's just in focus enough to draw my eye and remind me that girl is up there, or the person, I don't know.
It's out of place.
It's very, very just not out of place, and this is what out of place does. It means to me.
Mhm.
So I really, really like this one, Deborah, more
Yeah.
than the other one.
I like them both.
Yeah, I didn't see this one. But no, I dig it. And I dig the whole green screen background. I know it's not a green screen, but it sort of reminds me of like a green screen background. Yeah, it looks like
It's a
something like a
flat-
bucket or container of some sort there. Pretty cool shot, Deborah. Pretty cool shot. Now let's let's break down this one here.
Wait.
Man, Portis, I laughed so hard when I saw this shot. Yeah, okay. First off, folks,
Bad subject.
his name is not Michael Portis. His name is as you
Bruce
said,
Wayne.
a black on a Mac. I mean, sort of the fact that he saw this and said, you know what, I am not in my element here in this Windows store. Very, very clever, my man. Very,
Yep.
very clever.
You know,
Even though I've got to admit, I've got something of Windows that I think I am dearly loving.
What?
you know.
The Surface
Surface?
Pro
Yes, it's nice.
3.
Oh, that's yeah. I the more and more I look at that thing, the more and more I want it.
It's nice.
I got it. I got their high-end one. That is my Windows PC that I take when I'm working. That thing
I
is
really
beautiful.
want one of those things.
Yeah, sure.
I keep thinking to Sarah that would make an excellent stocking stuffer. So but I also asked for a 70-inch television, so I'm gonna pick my battles on that one.
That's a tough decision, big dog.
I want a 70-inch television for our living room. It's so bad, it's not funny. But this Windows, you know what? Actually, to say something amazing about Windows, this is an older photo. Last March of 2013. In fact, that's what it says, March 2013. Thank you.
Mhm.
I actually got to go to Washington to visit. While I was up there visiting family, I also got invited to the Microsoft campus, and so this photo was taken in the Birmingham Mall or something like that, and it was horrible. But if you ever have a chance to go to Redmond and visit Microsoft, absolutely do it.
Mhm.
It is
It's a cool place.
It is such a cool campus, and the visitor center is absolutely everything that's right about Windows, and there are things that are right with Windows.
Yeah.
10.
No, Windows 10 is a complete ripoff, including the gestures. Don't get me started. But
I think basically the gestures is
exactly.
they just figured
It's a carbon copy.
everybody's going to use them, so it makes it easier. In fact, Apple is licensing the gestures to Microsoft, what I understand.
Yeah, so it's all good. They paid.
The reason why this picture worked was for what Ant said. I'm a black and a Mac. I really shouldn't be in a Windows store. But, when I saw the challenge out of place, I was like, I got a photo for that. This is the one I was willing to post. There's actually a video of me playing, I think, Dance Central 3 in the Microsoft Video Visitor Center. That all bad, all bad. Just we had a great time, and again, thank you to the Microsoft staff. So.
I visited the HTC campus in Bellevue last week, and I freaking loved it. I signed a deal with them to create some content for them based on smartphone photography.
Yep.
Are they in Bellevue also?
They're in Bellevue. Yeah.
Oh, well, we are going. I'm going to have to go visit then. We'll be in Seattle at the beginning of the year.
They have
We'll be in Everett for a week.
There was a campus in I think it's called Eastgate, and then there's one that's closer to downtown Bellevue.
Yeah, in fact,
Yep.
the Windows store is in the Bellevue Mall. I just got.
I tell you where this is gonna make Portis jealous. I tell you where I got to go a couple of weeks ago.
What's that?
Austin, Texas. at where I couldn't take a picture because I wasn't allowed to because it's classified.
Classified.
It's where they make the Mac Pros.
Oh, nice.
See, that's okay. When the other half of that day that the photo was taken on, I was at the Nintendo. So I'm okay.
Excellent.
But, I tell you, here's what's so neat looking. All the computers that make the Mac Pros, they're iMacs, but you won't believe what operating system they're running.
They're running Windows, I thought.
Yeah, Windows 8.
Yeah, I thought they was running Windows. They've been doing that for years, actually.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's production software. They don't need to, do anything useful.
Sheesh.
Oh, and I asked about it, and he said what they did. Said they just erased each machine, and
Put Windows on it. And,
but they did right. They did a whole just said one partition, and did everything, and it's all they do is run Windows. But said once the machine's worn out,
I will stand firm. My old MacBook Pro is a Windows laptop, and my God, I have never enjoyed Windows as much as I do when it's running on a Mac.
Yeah, better hardware, definitely. All right, moving along here. Let me share my screen again, and we'll take a look at a few more highlights. You guys see it okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, so...
And then some of our higher voltage ones are our usual suspects.
Well, not really, because one of them is mine. I got freaking 10 votes on my shot here.
No, you're always up there a lot of times, so that's one of the usual suspects, you and Robert and I.
I did not expect that, but I shot this here while I was in my hotel in Seattle, or Bellevue, last week. And in all honesty, this was a very ugly shot until I cropped it down and cropped it down and cropped it down. And ended up boosting the saturation a little bit to get some more of this red color to come out a little more. But just sitting in my hotel, I just looked out and I was like, something just does not belong here. All this green here in this Seattle area, and then there's this block of red there.
Okay,
so I snapped it.
That's what I thought was out of place, but I was like, wait, is it the car?
It is the car.
It could be either one. It could have been the car or the plant or the red plant.
There were other cars here. There were other cars here. That's why I said after the cropping, it started to look better. Because when I walked to the window, and that's another thing, I had to shoot this through the window, so it was a little difficult to fight the glare. And if I put it smack up close to the window, I had a whole different angle of the shot.
Did you do the up against the glass at a slight angle?
Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to put it against the glass and then tilt it a little bit.
All right.
Because if it was just flushed against the glass, it was really bad.
Now, did you stay? You're right by the Bellevue Mall, aren't you?
Where was it? It was Eastgate. That's all I remember. Eastgate.
I'm pretty sure.
Silver Cloud Hotel is where we stayed.
Damn it!
And it was beautiful. Other than all the rain, this is the one time it wasn't raining there.
Well, it rains. And the funny thing is, if you had gone 20 minutes to, if you had told me you were there, and then I would have told you to come 30 minutes down the road to Everett, and it's a completely different.
Wow.
Completely different climate. They have their. That's why we go to Everett.
Right.
Besides, Sarah's mother lives there, and the climate it's completely different. I love Everett.
That's crazy. I hope to get back out there again soon and continue the relationship with those folks there. Class act, and it was really nice being out there and meeting those folks face to face. Appreciate them getting me out there. But yeah, I took this with my 1 Max and I believe I used the stock camera mode, and all of my touch up and editing was done in Snapseed on the phone. But in all honesty, for this to get all the votes, this wasn't my favorite shot that I took. I took this shot but forgot to submit it until today. I like this one better because I love looking at the sky and I love looking at the horizon.
And SeaTac is the most beautiful airport on the planet.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, man.
It has all those open windows that face directly towards the mountains.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. But this was from inside the plane. But like I said, I just like taking pictures of the horizon and the sky because it always just looks peaceful to me. Even if it's a storm, it looks peaceful to me. And so as we're leaving the Delta terminal, you know, Southwest just stands out. I don't care where they are, you're gonna notice a Southwest plane, and this is their new paint scheme. And so I was like, huh,
You know what it
they're
reminds me of?
definitely out of place.
I tell you what, their new paint scheme looks like. Reminds me of.
What's that?
I don't know if you remember this airline. It's another Dallas-based one.
Oh,
Braniff International.
no, I don't remember them.
Braniff. They used to have these wild colored planes with a orange tail with a BI on it.
Mm-mm. No, I don't remember them.
And then those are all Virgin America planes other than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
those are all Virgin America.
No,
Yeah, those
I
are
ain't
Virgin.
never heard of them.
The
But
other guys.
no, these are
No,
Delta.
Delta. I'm sorry, they're Delta.
No,
This
Delta.
is all Delta. I was coming right
I
out
know
of the
they've changed their color schemes again.
terminal. But this was with stock camera too, and the only issue I had with it was right on this side here. It was a little noisy. So after I got finished with it in Snapseed, I put it in GIMP and used the little blur tool to blur out some of the noise to make it look more like clouds instead of noise. And I actually left a little bit right there. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I think it came out pretty daggone good.
Yeah.
Just shooting it through a plane window.
Only thing that would look good with that, if you had a picture of Tinker Toy Airways
Tinker Toy.
or Treetop Airways.
What would you have done different, Portis? And I did the crop now. I did do the mad 16:9 crop.
The crop is good. You know what? No, this is a really well. You know what? This is the quintessential Seattle or SeaTac photo. What I would have done is I would have adjusted it a little bit to get out the hot spot from the sun, because when you're at that airport, that's what you're battling. That hot spot is there in absolutely every one of your photos. I guess you would expose a little differently for that spot. But other than that, it's a well-composed photo. I love the horizon. I love the clouds. Maybe adjusting the exposure would have brought in more of the texture of the clouds also.
I put in the drama filter just to see what it looked like in the drama filter, and it really did change the texture from the clouds.
Texture of the clouds.
I mean, it was really, really dramatic.
This is a great photo. If I study it enough, I could probably tell you what terminal number you were flying out of.
You got it bad too, man. Jeez.
Well, no, we because again, Sarah's mother does live in Everett. We do that flight, San Jose to Seattle often.
Right.
It's one of our go-to flights, so I kind of know it. We like that airport.
And of course, it's cheaper coming from San Jose than coming from Charlotte.
Did you go to San Jose? Is the world's best airport. I stand firm on that. It's easiest to get in and out of.
I don't know. I think Sarasota might be the easiest to get in and out of. All of the blue hairs are out by 5 p.m.
Are they really? Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna test the mustard of Salt Lake City's airport.
I like Salt Lake City. It was quiet too.
It looks small.
Yeah, but it was very, very quiet, right in the middle of the mountains.
Okay, excellent. Yeah,
I'll be right in the middle of the mountains. I actually have some shots there. I'll share them in the community. I have a nice little pano from inside.
I'll be taking photos from there next Wednesday.
Nice.
Well, I'm a 2
You're
hour
gonna enjoy my photos from this weekend, because I'm scheduled to take a ride in a B-17.
Ooh, big dog.
And then right after that, a B-29.
Dude, nice.
We're having an air show here, and I'll wait till we get off air. I'll tell you. Well, everybody knows who's going to go with us, and that's how we got on it.
Well, yeah.
That'll be fun.
We'll chat on that one. Let's look at the winner. It's not her winning shot, but it is another cool shot here. This is from Miss Annette Holland I think she's out in the LA area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first ones that I saw submitted in the challenge, actually. And
I love that shot.
I was wondering where the heck was she? And that says something of Mexico. Is that right?
Warehouse and showroom.
And then
Sales Mexico warehouse and showroom. It's a furniture store.
okay.
It's a furniture store.
So I mean, you have some type of shopping area of some sort.
And that tent.
And the tent.
That is way out of place.
What does not belong here? You know? But you never know what people are dealing with and stuff. But I did like this shot, and I like the way the way the sun is right behind her, not really shooting in it, and just lighting up everything the right way to a certain extent. It's a little blown out back here.
Mm-hmm. That's the only complaint I had with it.
But I like the way the sun is shining coming through here, just enough, like a little kiss of sun. If you will.
The other thing is kind of out of place. Look what the tent's on. Either it's a little sidewalk or a road.
Yeah, it looks like a little
right
sidewalk.
In the middle. Yeah, it's right in the middle of that.
Gravel. It's in the middle of the gravel. That is interesting. Is there anything you guys would have done differently here other than the blowout?
I would have eliminated the blowout, actually. I think if she had cropped it down, it would have made it a little bit less the focal point. I get the overall of it. If she had cropped it down too much, you would have lost the overall why it's out of place, because it would have. Yeah, exactly. That's where on my screen I was playing with.
That's what I was thinking. That would have cut it back, son. That would have kind of dealt with it, and then she could have. I think after that, the adjustment she could have made would have kept the detail in the building that is blown out there in the upper in that corner right there. Cut back the exposure or like that, kind of bring that back a little bit.
Right.
But this one doesn't say out of place to me because I know the area. She's in LA. This is pretty commonplace. People, they live outside in tents. I think the more not commonplace what caught me as out of place in this one is if you follow the line of buildings, they have all these beautifully painted ones and then just white. And then the next one is really pretty.
Okay. Yeah. Like back there, it looks like something blue or what have you.
And then there's just a white building for some ungodly reason, and then all this beautifully painted back of a building.
I guess for us that are not from the area, to me, what's out of place is the tent. But you're right. If all these buildings have all this paint job and stuff like that, then there's just a plain one, and then they're painted again. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of struck me as more out of place. I mean, I don't want to say I'm used to seeing homeless people, but kind of.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Now she did mention in her comment here that she put the drama filter on there to try to wash out some of that color there, so less washed out. So she noticed it too. Good on you, Annette. Good on you.
Well, that's an HTC, and they're so bad about overblowing.
Yeah, if it's bright light, it's hard to shoot with them. I've learned to adjust, and a lot of times if I have to shoot in the light, I found that because of the processing on it, if I go ahead and figure out like the muscle motion of, let me turn my screen share off for a second. If I figure out the muscle memory of where I should be framing the shot, and it's like going into the light, I tilt it down, and then I tilt it back up and snap as soon as it's back up, because the phone is making that adjustment from dark to light, and it catches it. It usually catches it almost just about right.
Adjustment.
Yeah. And I think I had to do that on my old Galaxy Nexus as well. Because it's just the processors on them. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is too much light, and so it goes and tries to close the exposure on it and everything. And I've played around with it, and I've gotten lucky a time or two. But most of the time, just throw it in HDR to counter that, and then see what you can do in your in post. All right, so let's look at her one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I share? You can share out iPhoto, right?
Yeah. It lets you share programs and screens.
Okay, so I had that same. I've been. We're not. I'm not traveling as much on the weekends, so I've been at home doing projects.
Yep.
And one of my projects was I'm tired of the kids coming in my office, and so I created an area for them in our front room.
Yep.
For them to use their computer.
Smart.
And so when I decorated the walls and things like that, I used a lot of black and black furniture, black everything, all black everything.
Right.
To the fact that I chalkboard painted a bunch of our existing furniture. I mean, just literally, I bought a paint gun and a bunch of chalkboard paint and just went to town.
Nice.
But when I put the lights on there, the reflections off of the lighting that I use, it's absolutely, and I'm looking for tips for anybody who has to shoot lighting.
Mm-hmm.
A weird subject. But if you look at my screen, you can see what I'm talking about.
Yep. Gotcha.
It's learning to shoot that kind of light. So anybody who has tips on that would be great, because it's a great area. It's very, very nice on our nice wood floors that we have in that room. Well, the whole house is wood. But if you see, that's my family, and our highly fashionable, the iMac that's in the front room. But anybody who has tips on how to deal with lighting, if you see specifically, we look like ghosts. Well, everybody but me, because I'm the darkest one in our family. Looks like ghost underneath the mail holder, and then the glare off the top that's covering up my oldest daughter's photo also. So tips would be appreciated.
That's pretty daggum hard, bro.
And this was after turning off every light in the house and playing with exposure and things like that. So anybody can give me tips on that.
The first thing that came to my mind was to add more light to it, but then again, it probably would have made it worse, because even right now, just sitting here at my desk and on the camera, I noticed that there's a difference, because I have a light right here in front of me, but I also have that light back there in the back, and it screws with me, but it makes it a lot better if I add this extra desk light. See?
Yeah. When we get through,
it's a lot more natural that way.
When we get through with the showing the contest and the winner and everything, I'm going to show you how good these smartphones is compared to an SLR.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and look at the winner then. I'm gonna do one more screen share here.
Didn't we might as well mention also Timothy McCluster came close again.
He did. That dude. He's so good. Drives me nuts. Where's the one that he? Let me see here.
Wasn't those rocking those chairs?
What did they? Well, no, I was looking for Tim's shot.
Oh.
No. He came. His had 8.
That's it.
The pen one had 8, and then his other one had
another one. I must be in Holland. That's okay. We'll just go ahead and look at Miss
the
Annette.
winner.
All right. Again, Miss Annette Holland. She obviously doesn't spend a lot of time indoors. She's always gone somewhere. But this was taken with her new HTC M8, cropped and edited on the phone's stock editor, and wind mirror filter was applied. Let's look at some of the stats there, just in case you guys want to see all of that. But yeah, this is a room full of, I guess those are rocking chairs. Yeah, those are rocking chairs back there too. A room full of rocking chairs, but yet one of them almost looks like Christmassy colors, and
all of them are white except for that last one, which has all those it's colored.
And you know what I really liked about this photo? If you zoom in, you can read what it says, and it says, "We simply must do so that our spirit may grow." And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That is cool. But I mean, that's a cool shot to begin with.
Very nice.
The second
Something tells me this
is
is retire. This could be a retirement home, or in a
It might
church,
be.
or it's in a church.
Yeah, I don't know, but I absolutely love this photo. It got my vote.
It got mine too.
You know, and I'm playing around with it here from a crop standpoint, and I don't think she could have done anything differently
Nope.
from that
You got to get
standpoint.
that. Go back to the good one. Get off your crappy one.
Shut it. I can't think of nothing wrong. It gives us a nice depth of field with everything going back off in the distance like that at an angle. So, and that good freaking job.
It's a great shot.
Good freaking job. Not a lot of light, but it wasn't her fault. You know, she can't yell at them, "Hey, turn your lights on." You know.
Sometimes I think the
Well, I
HTC
could.
one
She
does
probably
better at
couldn't,
low
but I
light.
could. Yeah.
That's where it shines more in low light. The whole shot. I just love it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything you could have done to make it any better.
No, definitely. All right, so that is this week's winner. So Miss Annette Holland, you are on the clock to give us a new challenge for the week here in the smartphone photographers community. So congratulations to you. Applause. Yay. Mr. King didn't have my applause. Come on, dude. All right. Anyway, let's look at a few more things before we get out of here. First off, speaking of Annette Holland, I heard about it today from her that Amazon was sharing a bunch of apps that are paid in their app store. This is for Android only, sorry, that are for a group. As a group, that whole package was about $115 or something like that. But all of those apps that are paid were free today. And one of them included a photography app called Lapsit, which basically allows you to film some time-lapse videos. And you can take pictures, take still shots with it as well. But I had the free version of it a couple of weeks ago and tried it out. And, of course, it watermarked the crap out of it. But I got the free pro version today, so I look forward to trying that out and sharing it with you guys here over the next coming days as I'm sitting here in Chateau Ghetto. But go ahead and go to Amazon.com, and they have an app store there, and you can see all of the different apps there. And I want to say I got maybe 2 more photography applications on there. And it doesn't have to be photography related. Just go out there and see what they have. I mean, they got a bunch of games and other utilities and things like that as well. So be sure you guys check that out. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
King, what's this you got on your screen? Oh, that's pretty.
Okay. I was going to say, this was taken right here with my Canon 5D Mark III.
Mm-hmm.
You see how good it is?
Yeah.
So I come over here. Look at that. That's my iPhone 6 Plus.
Just as good.
Yeah, that shows you these smartphone photographers. I mean, smartphone, their cameras, they're never going to compete with an SLR ever right now. But that is a beautiful picture, but yeah, this was done with the iPhone, and it was pretty much the same picture. Let me go back. And yes, if you can see my screen, I got a lot of desktops I use.
I had to switch off because I didn't want to look at myself and puke.
But see, these smartphone cameras can really, they are getting close enough. In fact, I think now with some of them with the Note 4,
yep,
the Lumia, the high-end Lumia cameras, the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, and some of those, they're to the point now they're replacing your point-and-shoot camera.
Well, they've been there for a while, I think.
I'm just glad to see this trend I'm glad to see this trend continuing. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think at the end of the day they realize, hey, the best camera on the market is the one you have on hand.
Right.
So the fact that everybody has a cell phone now.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. Now, granted, you have those other folks that's trying to, I guess you could say, create an additional market like a supplemental market where you have the GoPro or the one that HTC did that looks like an asthma inhaler thing.
Yeah.
Recam. That's it.
Oh, the Kodak one. The Kodak one.
Kodak.
The
Kodak.
GoPros right now, they are. I have to admit, they're better than some of the smartphone cameras because they're able to record because they are a designated. They are a designated movie camera that can be used and stuff. Where some of the smartphones, they can take good videos, but they're not going to have quite the quality as those right now, but they're getting better. I would say it's getting the way the iPhone 6 Plus can record video. It's not there, but it's getting very close to a GoPro.
I think it's just it's a difference in function. I don't think that, honestly, looking at a GoPro video that I shot on a roller coaster versus my iPhone 5S video, honestly, not much difference. We shot a video specifically while we were in Hawaii last year with a beautiful wide-angle lens, and the GoPro video looks like crap next to it. Same exact shot. They were actually lined up perfectly next to each other. I will take the iPhone 5S video hand over foot every single time, but it's more about the function. The GoPro is smaller, and it has all those really nifty attachments. You're not going to strap your iPhone to your head. Not even going to make a mount for a helmet. The GoPro, it's what that's for.
Right. And that's what manufacturers are saying. They're saying we're either going to strap it to our head or we're not going to strap it to our head.
Right. Now, you wouldn't catch me putting this one on my Piccadilly rail on one of my rifles, but I still have it set up for the iPhone 5 to put on there for the rifles when I want to take a video of me shooting it. Because I was.
Yeah.
Also, weight matters.
The GoPros aren't heavy.
It's heavy enough. That little bit of weight on already a 7-pound rifle.
Oh yeah, no. On a rifle, it's gonna throw off your shot.
Yes, that's why I said the weight is critical, and that's why the iPhone with the kit that you make for that Magpul makes for it works perfectly because it's so light that it doesn't throw off anything.
Hey, before we get out of here, can I share 2 shots with you guys for some criticism? Well, actually, one
that way you can do that.
One of them is definitely for criticism. The other one is more of, you know what? I thought about Michael King. So let me share my screen here, and this is all totally untouched. There. See that?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that and I thought about Michael King. I haven't played around with it to see what else I can do to, enhance this shot, but that train has been sitting on that track for several days now, and I was like, I might as well get a picture of it. It keeps sitting there. So I walked up to it and took a shot. And like I said, that was just me thinking about Mr. King.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that because I couldn't tell if they had a 3-wheel truck or it was an SD or a GP. If it has if it was 2 wheels, that was going to be a GP something. That kind of looked like an SD 40 or 45.
And then this one.
Yeah, 16. Oh, I like that.
This is the one I wanted you guys to critique for me. This is just sitting at a bar. Actually, what happened was I had just come from the gym there at the hotel, and I needed to get me a protein fix and a beer. So I sat down, and while I was waiting...
A protein fix and a beer?
And a beer. I got to try the local brews, dude. Come on, man.
Okay, hey, I'm all for that.
I wanted to try some Washington brews.
Okay, wait. Which one did you go to?
This was inside the hotel, and what they gave me that day, I want to say was African something other. I can't think of the name, but I remember it said African.
What's the brewery?
Lager. I don't remember that brewery, but the one brewery I do remember was Elysian.
Elysian. You need to go to the Sququamie Brewery, the one at the Falls, and then the Sonoma. The Skagit River Brewery are the two.
See, I didn't see
To
those.
go to.
Didn't see those. But
Let me know when you go up there. I'll come up and we'll go drink.
Definitely.
I will hop on that plane. This is okay. Let me disclose how often we go up there. So my entire family is going up in January, like I said.
Right.
Sarah, myself, and all 3 kids. We are flying round trip with our points, and I think we paid $80.
Oh my gosh, man! I need your rates. I need your
I
miles,
think it was $4 round trip for a family of 5
dude.
to go up there.
$80. It was damn near 800 just for me to go.
When we get off camera, I will tell you how to do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to cry now.
When you travel as much for business as I do, you learn a very good trick, and I will be more than happy to share it with you.
Oh hell yeah!
But yes, we are all flying. I think it was $84.
Damn.
I know it was less than $100 for all of us to go up there round trip.
That's what's up, dude. Nice.
It's all about them points, baby. All about them points.
That, and also he probably flew on the wing.
We fly Virgin America.
Oh, okay. See, they don't fly out of here.
You might have to go a little bit.
I had to go to Atlanta, I think.
And that's what, 3 hours?
4 hours, yeah.
4 hours, yeah. I don't know about that. Puddle jumpers, buddy, puddle jumpers.
Yeah. But this one, like I said, I'm just sitting there waiting, and originally this particular salt shaker wasn't there. It was only just this candle or votive or whatever you call it in this pepper grinder. And I just felt inclined to shoot. And I just wanted to get you guys' thought on it. The first thing that comes to my mind is a diagonal. I don't know if it works being diagonal versus that being tilted to more of a horizontal line there, or if I had done horizontal, would it added distraction in the background, or so what are your thoughts? Just go ahead and chew it up. I got thick skin.
What is the distraction is the blowout behind the pepper.
Yes.
The pepper shaker.
If you crop some of that out.
That is what your enemy is. Now, I think a square crop would have been better. Although that crop is my thing. Mm-hmm. But the square crop would have eliminated some of your blowout and really done a great job of focusing in on. We're gonna do his one. Yeah,
raise it up a little bit.
A little higher.
And then what I would do, I would also cropped out some of that bottom as well, and just crop that up.
Right about
right there,
so
and then on the bottom, just a little below the salt shaker. I'll go maybe just a little bit below that, and that would really have helped.
A little bit more up.
A little more, right there.
Right there. No, actually, but before you did that, I would have did the straighten tool to change the diagonal. I don't think, because if you straighten it up or cropped it a little, bring that window down towards the bottom, and so I can see a really tight crop on the bottom of the. Keep going. Okay, a little lower than that, and then all you needed to do is to scoot the pepper shaker back a little bit, and your diagonal's perfect.
Okay.
And then crop down the top a little bit, right where we had it before, and then I think you would have been okay. What I really think is done well, the reflections in the salt and pepper shaker are amazing. The light trail and not having anything but the center of the candle flicker blown out, which is I feel how it should be done, is really, really well done to me. But this is I think what you're dealing with is that window.
All right.
If you would have cropped a little bit of that out, but also by doing like cropping it there was a little bit of reflection of the candle into that counter, so that was kind of that kind of
yeah
right there. That was kind of distracting.
Mm-hmm.
But
This is
no,
why
it's not
I
a bad.
asked. This is
It's
why I
guerrilla.
asked
It's
you
guerrilla
guys.
photography, and I like that kind of style. I mean, I take those kind of pictures all the time where I'm out. I'm out doing something. And there's an absolutely horrible photo of me drinking pumpkin beer a couple weeks ago.
I saw that photo.
That pumpkin beer is really good. If you
I
have
thought it was a win because of the effort, my friend.
pumpkin beer, really good.
Yeah.
It's the
Love it.
only pumpkin thing I'm actually for.
Love it. Love it. But that's part of what I'm trying to get better at, because you guys have said hundreds of times, you're not going to get better unless you go take photos. So I'm trying to dedicate um, a little more time to just shooting shit. I mean, to put it bluntly, yesterday afternoon, I had to have a getaway time, if you will, and I spent that getaway time just shooting stuff in downtown
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte. And granted, I've been to downtown Charlotte, I don't know how many times, but I just wanted to shoot something that inspired me, and I saw a few things, and I snapped it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Now I'm going to say something. When I made that comment about Tinker Toy Airways, Treetop Airlines, what it was, it was a puddle jumper. The airline became Texas International, which became Continental, which became United.
Oh, okay. Mergers and acquisitions, my man.
But it was Trans Texas Airways is the name of it.
Business 101, mergers and acquisitions.
Right.
Photography out in the wild for the first time that I had to stop the girl that had it and go, oh, I want that one. It's I don't know how you pronounce it, KJ Star. I'm a proponent of the selfie stick. I love mine. But KJ Star has one that has a built-in Bluetooth trigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I found it on Amazon. It's not on Prime, but they range from like $10 to $45 is what it looks like. But it's KJ Star. For those of us who want to be part of our photos, please check it out. I really liked it. What they did is their mount on what I liked about it, the mount on the KJ Star is a lot like the Glyph, the Seraph. If anybody's familiar with the Studio Neat holder that I use all the time for my mount.
Oh, cool.
It's a very, very, very secure mount.
Hey, Portis, I got a question I want to ask you.
It also has Bluetooth built into the handle where you hold it.
Cool.
Makes it a little bit better.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Is that a snow or a Dalmatian behind you?
A snow or a Dalmatian behind me?
The iMac.
Oh, on the.
Or is that an
ground?
eMac? Yeah.
That's an eMac that I recently acquired, and then I have a new, and I've never owned one before. The Wally neck iMac.
Oh yeah.
I found one on eBay for $50, and I said yes.
Reason
I'm sorry, Craigslist.
if you don't know what the Dalmatian or the snow was, that was some of the colored Macs that iMacs they used to do.
Yeah,
But
back in the
I
day.
forgot about the eMac.
The Dalmatian one is inside the closet there.
Because I have
Oh, I'm sorry, my son has the Dalmatian one in his room.
I have a ruby, I have the Bondi blue or Bondi blue, I have a ruby, I have a graphite, and I have a indigo.
Yep.
And I have a tangerine.
We have a tangerine indigo. Tangerine's actually sitting on the top.
I recognize it. I imagine Ant's wondering, there's a what and a what?
No. I remember all of that, dude.
Okay.
I remember all of that because it was so radical at the time, and the average media and masses didn't think it was going to work. They thought it was a little too weird. And me, I was one of those people. I was like, why the hell do I want a tangerine computer?
Color.
And I do have the toilet seat iBooks as well. I have a graphite, ruby, and indigo.
Those guys. Good
But
time.
anyway, this is not a tech show. I'm
We'll
cutting
do that
you
in
off. All right, I'm going to allow you guys to sign off and let everybody know where we can find your content here on the wonderful internets or somewhere local, if you will. Mr. King, let's start with you.
I can be found anywhere at Michael King 4023, and I've been on Flickr quite a bit recently, as well as our G Plus groups, and as some people like to call it, face crack. And also this weekend, I can be found on board a B-17 and a B-29 over the wings over Texas.
Just drop blanks. Very nice. Well, it's always good to see you and appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, brother.
Anytime.
Next up, Mr. Michael Portis.
Okay, I'm going to move my mic because I'm going to make an announcement. Today is November 30th, which means November 1st.
No, not November, October.
October 30th. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so today is October 30th, which means November's right around the corner, and if anybody follows my feed, you know every year I take part in the Movember.
Yeah, I've done that.
All of this is going away. I will be babyface as of, which is going to be interesting because I got
less than 48 hours.
Yeah. Well, like this
48
month,
hours will be gone. So anybody follow me on any other feeds and take part, for goodness sake. We spend a lot of time talking about breast cancer, which is an amazing cause. I'm all for saving second base, but
yep.
The boys need attention too. We'll say it like that. And
damn right.
November is the month to draw attention to it. So
yeah,
if you have facial hair, shave it off.
I'll be sure to make a donation.
Yep.
Only go with your mustache.
Well, just like Glocktober is coming to an end tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, Glocktober. So not right. Thank
you. Well,
there's
Rocktober, Oktoberfest.
Oh boy, Glocktober. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Portis. Appreciate you hanging out with us, bro. Lastly, myself, I am at Pruitt. Find me here on Google Plus as well as on Twitter at the I Have No Life Twitter handle there. I know it's not spelled right, but whatever. You can find me on there. Just search for Aunt Pruitt and it'll pop up. Also find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Aunt Pruitt, which is where this video will be held actually. And check out my writing, folks. Check out my writing on anewdomain.net as well as on breakingmodern.com. That is the HTC sponsored site. I tend to do technology commentary. I'm not a journalist by no means, but I have an opinion and I like to share my opinion to anybody that wants to listen. So check out my writing there as well as on breakingmodern.com. Breaking Modern is a lifestyles website, if you will, but on there I am pretty much focused on smartphone photography and continuing to try to grow this art that this community is involved in and have a lot of fun with. So check it out there. Thank you for the folks that's been watching our hangout tonight, and thank you for supporting the community and just spreading the love. We continue to get requests to get into the community, and of course we do the little background check and kick them if they don't fit and pull them on in and so forth. Thank you guys for the participation in the challenge this week. You know, it's such a random thing to look for, but we continue to get some amazing participation levels in there. So thank you all again. And also check out the website, the smartphone-photographers.com website. I'm going to eventually get that other domain, I promise you. But be sure to check that out. I like to feature our community members on there and the shots that they do the reruns of the hangout on there, and feature the members a little questionnaire so we can know a little more about the people in our community. You know, yeah, they carry around an iPhone or an S5 or what have you, but what else? What else is up with these people? What do they do? Where are they from? What makes them tick? We already know this one cat here, Mr. King, he likes things that go boom, you know. So
pop.
Yeah. So we try to spread the love for everybody out there. But thank you, folks, again, and we will see you guys next Thursday, minus Mr. Portis. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit earlier, about 9 p.m. Eastern time or close to that. Either way, check us out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Peace.
I do like things that go chug.